We love you guys. We started our supernatural family here, 8 years ago? 9 years ago? That's what I know. Just making sure you all knew. And he's right next to me!
Mary has red hair!
Yes! Who said that?
Jensen has better hair!
No, not true.
And that is why I don't grow my hair out. Well, Rob's over here trying to get a hug out of you and nothing.
Jensen has better hair!
Nothing moved. Best to pay in the business. Tacos. Just eat tacos. It'll make everything better.
I was just wondering what kind of cologne you guys wear.
That is a heavily guarded secret.
What's the occasion?
Don't act like you change your cologne to match the occasion. You wear the same crap going to the gym as you do going out to dinner with your wife.
I wear Panther's blood. It's made from real panther. So you know it's good. I wear the same thing. Do I?
No, you don't. It's
One of the things I wear, I'll say this, I wear two things. Natural musk.
but you don't apply that. What do you apply?
The stench of regret. Sulfur. Thanks.
Just a dash of sulfur. You don't want to scare anybody away, though.
I will say this. I love Misha a lot.
I don't even know you.
Ever so often, Misha will show up on set.
That's how I felt inside just then.
Every so often, Misha will show up on set, and by the time he walks in the door 100 feet away, we're like, oh shit, Misha's on the crystals again. He'll be like on the vegan deodorant crystals, which from what I can tell only serves to amplify the smell of jogging 50 miles. So if you were
True natural musk.
it's like an amplifier. So if you are a crystal user out there, I love you. Stop using deodorant crystals. My deodorant is Old Spice High Endurance Fresh.
That's what kind of deodorant?
That's part of my odeur. That was French. Odeur. Odeur.
I'll tell you what you. It's whatever the one Natalie Portman advertises. It was a joke. That's perfume. Obviously, he doesn't wear. Do you wear? What'd you say? I hope that helped. You know what? Here's a tip. Get a big whiff of him next time you get a hug.
Right now.
Right now. Go ahead, just bury your head in there. That's right. I mean, just drink it in. It's chewy, I know. Kind of leaves a little residue on your teeth. I hate it. But, you know what? Now go to the cologne store and find what that is.
What kind of cologne do you wear? Because you smell really good.
It would be perfume, Jared.
I wear Rue Rocks from Rue 21.
So does Jensen! Don't wear the same thing.
I know. I can tell she had good taste. She's wearing plaid.
Next question.
Hi, I just want to say thank you first of all for keeping Supernatural as good as it is.
You're welcome.
And
Just don't ask what kind of underwear he wears.
Wait, time out. I think we might have killed somebody. Are you dying or living? Is it possession?
Do we need to get Negan?
Do you smell sulfur? Do you smell toast?
Do you smell Jared?
Come here. Are you okay? Do you need water?
I got a whole bottle up here. I think it's Rob's. I wouldn't drink it, but you want it? Come here. It's probably laced with something. I just want you to know that. You're welcome.
She's moving. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, brother. We don't want anybody to...
yeah, I was wondering if you could have...
Shut up.
No, not you.
Don't you try and pretend to cough. As soon as she got water...
She's over there going...
Jensen started walking up the stairs like this. And I look down and I hear, you're not getting water.
You're not fooling anyone.
You have a huge water.
It's not water. That's all right. Neither was that.
Quit faking it. I'm on to you. Oh, Jensen's waving his bottom. I've got the coughs. I got the black lung cough. She just did this. I'm gonna kill you. Hi.
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 So you two die a lot on the show. What's your favorite episode?
It's not gonna hide the gray.
Wisdom hairs. Wisdom hairs.
That's cute. Yes, we do die a lot on the show.
Thank you.
Quite frequently, actually.
It gets better. Like, you get better after a while. But...
Yeah, well, they generally say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It works double when it actually does kill you. Write that down.
I was too busy pulling Jensen's longest hair to hear the question. What was was it just an acknowledgement? We die loud.
There's a question in there if you'd shut up and listen to her. I was trying to talk.
Your hair was right there. And it was
It's distracting, isn't it? You're not the only one.
Stupid.
Favorite death scene? Yeah, death by tacos. I'm okay with that. You know, I'll start with my least favorite, even though that wasn't the question, and that was the Hellhounds. And that was because I'll give you a real. Well, he thinks about his favorite. I'm stalling. When you show up to set and your wardrobe has plumbing in it, you know it's going to be a crappy day. What they did was they literally had little hoses feeding up through my shirt and wrapped all around me, and then that went into a giant hose that at the end of it was a special effects guy with a massive plunger full of blood. So that when the Hellhounds...
It's 5 hoses, right?
Yeah, so that when the Hellhounds ripped my chest, it was just like, I mean, they were like gurgling, like there was just so much blood coming out, but we shot that, it took 6 hours to shoot that whole scene. So after a few minutes, the corn syrup, that is the blood that we're using, starts to harden and get sticky. And then the clothes start to harden and bind to your skin and all the little hairs that are on your skin. But it's okay because somebody came to my rescue. And that was when Sam was weeping over my body and his tears magically made all the blood unstick. And it was like little angel baby tears. And had I known, I would have, bottled it. But I still, to this day, I haven't been able. It's very elusive.
It was
like Chuck Norris.
It was my grace.
That was my worst. I can't. I think my best was the ones that I don't have memories of like that. Any one of those. What about you?
I think my favorite death scene with true death, not choosing to be okay with death, might have been when Aldous stabbed me in the back because it felt legitimate, it felt final, it felt scary, and then we carried on obviously with dead Sam in the bed. One of the most difficult death scenes I would say for me to deal with on the show was the scene, and this is weird, it's just logistics. Your hair is everywhere.
You're welcome.
Was the scene where I forget how Dean dies, but during Mystery Spot, I didn't treat Mystery Spot as a joke. The only way I could kind of make sense of it was to treat it seriously, like my brother's really dying. And there was a scene at the bottom of a stairwell in the parking lot. Maybe he gets shot by a car thief or something.
Yeah.
Yes. And in a really weird way, it was just difficult to film it and difficult to find it. And a lot of times we're shooting on stages and they say, okay, everybody quiet. And everybody gets quiet and you have a chance to think about your thoughts. But then sometimes they can't rent the roads, they can't rent the streets, they can't shut down the airplanes or the trains. And so you're shooting the scene where your brother's been shot in the parking lot and you hear like people having dinner and laughing across the street and it's kind of distracting. So remember that one was difficult logistically. There were a few easier takes than others, and that's a weird thing to say, I guess. But I think those are my favorite and least favorite. Now, the question of when the Winchesters have been okay with death has a different answer, but as far as deaths go.
Hey there.
Hi. So this question is for you, Jensen. My friends and I were wondering if in Lazarus Rising, for the scene where you come out of the grave, did they really have to bury you? Because they really did a good job of making it look like it, if not.
So, yes.
Next question.
What they did was they dug a fairly big hole, probably it's probably about 5 feet deep and about, I don't know, let's say 5 feet wide. And
How
they
long
put
was it?
5 feet. Let's go 5 all around.
It was a 5 square.
So, and it basically looked like a little, like a tornado shelter in the ground. So there was a hatch that they then covered it with sod and stuff after I got in. So I kind of crouched down and crawled in there, and then there was, in the ceiling, there was a hole about this big. And it had neoprene laid over it, so like a wetsuit. And then it had just 2 layers of it, and then they poured dirt and everything all over that, so that it was, now I was basically under the ground level.
How many feet?
Like 13. And then I had to crawl through that little gap and bust through all the dirt. I will say the worst part about it was it was in the dead of summer, and it was probably close to 85, 90 degrees that day, and they didn't have any ventilation in the box. And so it was just it was so hot. Like, you just immediately just pouring sweat and waiting for them to just, slate and roll camera and get on with it. And then when they said action, then I start crawling through, and then just all the dirt is just like sticking to me, and the twig, and it was bad. Allergy season, and I'm like, because that's how I sneeze. It's very disruptive. It's angry.
And always into a microphone.
Yeah.
I can't. Has anybody ever seen Ace Ventura: Pet Detective when nature calls? I can't help. The first time I watched it was amazing. But ever since then, whenever we're referring to it, I can't help but think about Jensen as Jim Carrey, like crawling out of the rhino, like.
That's what it felt like. Yeah, so that was
just handsomer.
It's
Need some water?
It was awful. I need a shower. Yeah, so that was pretty bad. But yes, I was buried. Actually, and then getting to another time when I was buried in a coffin, alive, and I punched through it, and the dirt came down. Right? I don't remember what episode that was. That's what I thought. It's the same one, and then I crawl out. But the beginning of it is I wake up in the coffin. So I bust through the wood, and this was shot on stage, and so they had the one side of the coffin missing so that they could shoot the camera through it. So I'm sitting there, and I bust through the wood, and instead of dirt, which I guess I would have been fine with, they somehow thought that they'd be cool and nice to me and make it ground up Oreos. So they literally just put bags and bags of Oreos in a blender, blended it all up, and that was the dirt that they packed, that they had ready to just fall on my face once I cracked it. So
take 5. Take 5. He was like getting a larger size of pants.
Telling me not to eat the dirt. No, but the real problem was I forgot to put earplugs in. Oh. And they had ground it to like almost a fine powder. There were chunks and stuff, but the really, really fine stuff, if you ever just crush an Oreo in your hand, like, it can get pretty small, like the little granular stuff. So I was literally just digging like Oreo out of my ear for a week.
And eating it.
Still good. Got milk? Thank you. Hello.
Hi. So we know from the teasers that the first 3 or so episodes are of Dean and Cass and Mary looking for Sam. I was wondering, because that's a grouping that's never been had before, and it's kind of weird, your dead mom and your best friend, how did that dynamic work out?
I thought you said Cass was in there. Well, it's my mom. mom, dude. Well, I'll tell you how it went. It was summertime, it was warm. Misha's using his crystal deodorant.
Get this man some water.
It's interesting. In fact, I spoke about this a little bit in the meet and greet. The dynamic now that mom is back it's really kind of odd and a bit awkward because there is no real relationship with mom. There's an idea of what mom, is and what she was, but Sam was a baby. Dean was, not much older than a toddler, so their relationship never really panned out, and so to now have mom back in the fray, it's simply just like having a stranger in the house. So there's a little bit of an awkward feeling amongst those scenes, and I think it works well. Given the context of what's all, everything that's happening, the fact that mom is back and that's really, really weird. And there's also kind of an interesting relationship, I feel, from Cass's standpoint, because he feels like, oh, this is something that the boys would really like to have, is the mother back. And so he almost views it as like, well, now you can help them and you can be their friend and I can go do other things, which is interesting. Yeah, he doesn't, unfortunately. But anyway, so there you go, right? Wouldn't you say that it's
Yep.
Okay. Thanks.
Do you remember the day we were shooting downtown in Vancouver and he couldn't freaking say shapeshifter? We were in the alley behind Sun Place.
I had a very quick line that I was giving out. It was like quick information, and I'm like blah 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 shapeshifter, blah, blah, but I couldn't. For whatever reason, the words that were lined up with it also had S's, and so it was it was a tongue twister, and I couldn't. So after about the fourth take, I was talking this fast, and I was talking about this. And we're saying we got to go here. The bad guys are going to come in, and we're going to get this shapeshifter. But I literally just stopped all momentum, said the word sideways, and then kept going.
And I obviously started laughing my ass off. Because Jensen's like, so maybe it's this and we could shapeshifter. And so I'm doing what you guys are, and we're like losing the light, and Robbie's directing, and he's like, guys, we're losing light. I'm laughing my ass off. And Robbie says, do you remember what you said to make me stop laughing?
No, I don't remember.
Paddling, dude, stop laughing. Dead puppies. And I was like,
Which made him laugh even harder. And then I was laughing because now he's laughing harder. And then I just think Robbie at some point is just like, I don't know what to do. These idiots. This show will never last.
We worked together before Supernatural. We worked together
Yes.
the last season of Dawson's Creek.
I don't do that anymore because I'll blow an ankle.
Yeah, that was a great last season, though.
That was.
Yeah.
I came
my
in.
favorite.
I know, it was your favorite. Ollie Hudson and I basically came in as window dressing for what was the final season, not knowing, I remember he and I are always like, what the hell are we doing here? We're absolutely worthless storylines at this point. No, but we had a great time, and I made some...
I love that last season.
It was
It
good.
was great, and you were awesome, and you and Michelle, the stuff you guys had to do. And
She was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love working with her.
Yeah. So that was, I gotta say, honestly, when I came in on Supernatural in one of the early episodes, just knowing that you were there made me more comfortable. It did. It made, and then just having
saw
the
him.
crush that I had on you, the crush that I had on Jared made me awkward.
There's a lot of tension on set.
Yeah, there was a lot of tension.
Hi, yes, lady.
Hi, I just wanted to thank you for my first Supernatural convention and then go, and it's like your favorite TV show actor, and it's like you go next to them and they lift you up, and best feeling in the world.
You did it now. All right, we're gonna embarrass you. First convention.
Will you tell us your name?
Victoria Wotecki.
Where are you from?
Bourbonnais.
Where's that?
They know.
I don't really know how far away.
Cool. Not important. This is your first convention? Look, these are all your friends and family. And you were saying what about the show? You had a good time this week?
Yeah, being here is like I was so excited. Me and my mom were waiting in line, and then like I'm going to take a picture with you guys, and then Jensen comes and he's like, hey, and then we give him a big hug and he lifts me up and we take the picture. It was like the best feeling in the world. Anyways, my question.
Do you have an agent? The best comic timing I've seen.
Okay, what's your question?
So, I was just gonna say my question. If you guys had to be a supernatural monster, who would it be? And from season 1 to 4, because that's all I'm at right now.
Okay. Well, I'll answer right now. I would be a Wendigo because then I would be taller than Jane. What about you? What would you be?
I would be,
He already is Bigfoot. What?
from season 1 to 4, I would be a demon in a leather jacket because clearly Sam likes demons in leather jackets. Thank you. Round of applause, guys. I've had some weird stuff happen. I've shared before, I was at the Driscoll Hotel in Austin, Texas, in one of the rooms that hadn't been renovated yet, and I had some weird TV experiences and bed sheet experiences and curtain experiences and lamp experiences. And it's funny, if this happened 13 years ago, I'd be like, I'm out of here, I'm going home. Because it's not like I flew to Austin. We were like, we got a nanny for the night, and we were like having a date night. And so I would have just like, Jen, get up, we're driving home because this is scary. But because of my experience in the show, I was like, hey, you probably know who I am, I'm Sam Winchester. So even if you kill me, I'm gonna come back to life and mess you up.
It was weird. I wonder why you called me that night and said, hey, Jensen, I need you to speak to your Dean boys real quick. I'm going to put you on speaker.
Hey, this is Sam. Dean. We're watching you.
I don't think that I have not experienced anything supernatural in my personal life. And I think I probably have and didn't know it because I'm so immune to it at this point. If the lights flicker, the room goes cold, for me, I'm just like, huh, guess I forgot to turn the air conditioner off. Or, oh, that's weird. Probably just a brownout. I don't think instantly like, oh, that's a, because I guess I'm so desensitized to it that if it was a ghost, I'd be like, oh, all right, let me go get my salt. Let me get some iron. I'll be right back. Stay right there. Don't move. I'll get you something. Coffee, tea.
My most recent favorite musical, because it is just hilarious, is Book of Mormon. But before that, it would have been a musical called The Fantastics, which I saw a couple times. It was off Broadway in New York for many years, and I saw it a couple times. Play, God. Yeah, easy for you to say. Oh yeah, definitely the one Jensen was in. Human. No, I think as far as plays go, I really liked. It's a bit off the charts, but it's called My Heart's in the Highlands by William Saroyan. And it's a very heartwarming, touching, coming-of-age story. Much like I think I fell into Supernatural. It's a weird coming-of-age Supernatural, but coming-of-age nonetheless. Mr. Rackles?
I don't know, that's tough. I could probably come up with some different answers. With the
Frozen's not a musical.
What? It is.
I'll take your word for it.
It's a freaking musical. They're right there.
I'm not having kids for a while.
Bad bounce. Anyway, I'm gonna go while he waits for his voice to lower.
No, it's okay, man. I just
I would say play, I'm gonna go with Cyrano de Bergerac. And for musical, let's do West Side Story for 200. Those are the only two productions I did in high school.
Hi.
Hi.
I was going to ask, because I think everybody has probably wondered at some point while watching the show, how have the boys gotten away with credit card fraud for 12 years now?
Or impersonating a federal officer. And I'll tell you how. There's, you know, we see people like Jody Bills, right? Who wear a badge and know what we do. I believe there are some people that are
helping
helping get rid of certain evidence that may incriminate Sam and Dean Winchester, so that they can continue doing what they do. That's how I kind of justify it.
I have a more important question. Do we have any law enforcement in the audience? Because she's clearly asking for advice on how to get away with it. She's wearing red shorts.
And there she goes.
Yes, and you're under arrest. Without sharing secrets of how to commit fraud and get away with it. I think it's small time enough to. We have like police rushing in. Sir,
Sam, they're on to us.
She's asking for advice on credit card fraud.
And also impersonating an officer. Probably not good things, correct?
Oh, our time is up. We gotta go.
Yep, we gotta. That's it.
I think it's probably too small time for the city's finest to have to worry about it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, there you go.
Good luck in prison. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeff. Jeff, where are you from?
Indiana. I need to point out a very important piece of trivia here. This is the first ever male last question.
A second piece of trivia, Richard Spade. This is the first time the last question ever has said to me, my wife is going to be so jealous.
On stage, you mean?
Yes. All right. Whoa.
What's the question?
Police?
I would really like to see Supernatural on the big screen. Have you ever thought about doing a movie special?
Good question. So, I think, and this is what we've said before, is I think a feature film addition to Supernatural would probably only occur after the show had stopped airing as a television series. So, hey, I didn't say it was happening anytime soon. Calm down. So if that day does come,
Which it never will, just for the note.
Richard, I don't ever want to turn around and see me shadowing you. Find your light. Thank you. You're calling yourself an actor.
Hey guys, really quickly, put your face out there. Ta-da! Ta-da! Very professional.
So that would be my answer to your question is, I think if the show does come to an end on television, then I'm sure there will be heavy talks about bringing a feature film to the screen.
Yeah. We got committed to you. Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to say two things before you leave. Feature film, 3D. Yeah, I said it. There we go.
Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jared Padalecki and Jensen. Thank you together.
Here I go again on my own.
Supernatural Day.
Happy Supernatural Day. Happy Supernatural Day.
We're celebrating 12 seasons of saving people, hunting things,
And pie.
Hi, Facebook. How's it going?
I don't think you can hear that.
I'm listening.
I don't think it talks back to us.
I hear it.
I mean,
That's
well,
a
there's.
plane.
Oh, we can't see what you're saying if you are saying stuff.
Not
So
yet.
hi to everybody that's tuning in.
We are on set in Vancouver. We are halfway through filming episode 6 here on our anniversary of Supernatural Day, which we are kind of humbled and surprised about.
It's kind of cool. Happy Supernatural Day.
Yeah, happy Supernatural Day.
12 years ago today.
12 years
Was it 12 or 11?
11.
11.
05.
It's 12.
So this is season 12.
17 years ago today.
17 years, 45 years ago today. Hopefully 12 more or even more. But we wanted to reach out to you guys, and we've had the lucky opportunity to talk to a lot of fans and friends and family who wanted something special to kind of commemorate Supernatural Day and 11 seasons and the 12th season impending, especially with the EW cover.
That's right. Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you to a lot of people. Thank you, Eric Kripke.
Who? I think he's right over there on Timeless.
I think he is.
Just kidding. I love you, Krip.
For creating
I love
this
you.
crazy story and these amazing characters and this wonderful gift that you've given everybody. Thank you to the fans. Thank you to our families for understanding. Thank you for my makeup artist. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man.
It's been a fun ride.
It's like family.
Yeah.
We talked about what could we do to kind of commemorate all that's happened.
12
and,
years.
12 years and family.
And get people
pull fuzz off of your friend / family / brother's eyebrow, and we thought it might be cool to release a little design. So
in commemoration of 12 years and also to get geared up for the season premiere, which is happening in a month, we thought we would kick some shirts and sweatshirts out your way. So,
all right, Cliff, back off.
Oh, but you got it. That comes with a little.
Oh yes, of course. So we thought about this for a while. I'm sure there are a lot of. If you're watching, hi, we love you. Our cameraman Cliff right now is not reading us the comments.
This is the problem with live streaming.
We're still learning it.
Unrehearsed.
I'd be talking too much.
Yeah, he would be talking too much. So we went through some design options and tried to think of like what we wanted to do and how we wanted to say hi. And we had a few prototypes and samples. And so we're actually wearing our second favorite of the bunch. It's our final prototype before our final decision, which is on the link on the
which you'll see on the page,
yeah,
and
we'll remind you.
Post it, and then you'll see it. But this was so there's only 4 of these.
4, and these are 2 of them. They're both large. Jensen's been working out, so he fits in the same size clothes I do these days, and I've gotten skinny.
So the image will be slightly tweaked from what it is. These prototypes, however, will go to somebody.
Two buyers in the first 48 hours are eligible to ask or to tell us what you want us to sign on it, and you're getting these prototypes. There are 2 extra larges, which I guess we'll keep unless Cliff steals one, and these are both larges.
And you get this cool button.
Yeah, you get that button if you buy anyways. All right, Cliff, let's see. Family always has your back. You've always had our back, and this has become more than a TV show and actors and fans and crew and cast. It's become more of a family. I can still smell Jensen's eyebrow on my finger, and I didn't think about it twice. And it's lovely. It smells musky. So this was our second to last design, which we loved, but we have something even better on the site. And you're getting if you buy in the first 48 hours, you're getting one of these.
And a cool button.
You're getting that if you buy no matter what. If you buy a hoodie, no matter what, you're getting our 12th season pen. But this is a prototype pen. So
I'll just tuck that in the pocket here, so whoever gets this one, you get this one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put this on the pocket, so you'll know.
Anyway, we got to get back to work.
We do. It's been an awesome run, guys. Thank y'all so much. Sorry it took so long. We're doing a really cool, awesome, fun fight stunt scene, which if I spoke too much more about, I'd probably be fired. And this would have to be season 12 and a little noose. But it's been really awesome and special. And thank y'all so much.
All right, wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
I get emotional, man.
Come on, I know.
I get emotional. I get talkative. You know how I get.
That's where I come in. All right, here you go. Look at this.
Boom. Look at one larger, but the same size.
Yours is an extra medium, isn't it?
All right.
Love you guys.
Really quickly, we love you guys. I'm going to take you on a little tour. So that was Clippy's car. So here are our stages. Oh, transportation coordinator, say hi, Rod.
Hey.
You're talking to 20,000 people.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, there you go. Here's some of the stages where they filmed Watchmen, and I think they're shooting Legends there right now. Here's stage 1. I'm looking for the number to prove it. Stage 1. Stage 1. That is where we have our green screen. What? Well, they can wait. I'm talking to 20,000 people.
Go to work.
And then here we go. Stages 1, 2, 3. Jeremy Carver is right over there shooting frequency right now. Anyways, we love you guys. We love you guys. I don't know if I'm even on camera because it's not selfie mode. Love you. Thank you for letting me hijack Jensen Ackles' live Facebook video. Always keep fighting. Remember, we got your back, just like you've had our back all these years. So, love you.